And thanks for joining us. I'm Guy Atchley.
And I'm Whitney Clark. Stella has the night off.
It's often referred to as modern-day slavery, human trafficking. Victims may be forced into prostitution or working against their will.
In 2015, 116 cases of human trafficking were reported in Arizona, but many people don't know it's happening in their own communities. Now, a new effort to combat the crime in southern Arizona. 9 on Your Side spoke to a sex trafficking survivor about why it's so hard to spot the criminals and their victims.
You may have walked right past one or be in the room next door. Human traffickers using hotels to exploit teens as young as 14, selling sex hidden behind closed doors.
Everyone here thinks, well, it doesn't happen here, so I don't think a lot of people are aware of the warning signs.
Since 2007, about 1,400 cases of human trafficking in hotels and motels have been reported across the country, but experts say it's hugely underreported.
It's a very difficult crime to spot and to prosecute, because you have to get that person to realize that they are a victim. They are a victim. They were manipulated by an older person, a family member.
That intense mental manipulation, something Savannah Sanders knows all too well. Sexually abused at the age of 6, picked up by a pimp at 16, then trafficked out of a massage parlor for 9 months.
I didn't feel like I could ask for help, and I don't know if I felt like I deserved help at that time. I think I felt like I deserved to be there because I had dropped out of school and I had done drugs and I wasn't this nice little girl.
After more than a decade of abuse, then therapy, Sanders now works for the Safe Action Project, training hospitality workers who can serve as the eyes and ears for police.
The purchase of children for sexual exploitation usually occurs on the internet, and the crimes often end up occurring at our properties without any of us even realizing it. Until now.
How do you spot sex trafficking? A young boy or girl might be with an older adult. The child is not dressed properly and watched closely. Also, lots of people may be going in and out of the room. These are just a few signs that could be innocent behavior. Added up, something much worse. While traffickers and their prey are all different, many victims are vulnerable young people, runaways, often homeless, and already subject to abuse.
My whole life, from very young age, I always felt that everything was my fault, that I was just innately bad. Something was always wrong with me. And that's what abuse and trauma does, right? It distorts our sense of self.
She wants victims to know it's not their fault. The now married mother of 4 using her experiences to speak up for the thousands of survivors who remain invisible.
Experts say you should not directly approach the suspects. You can call a national hotline. Your report gets forwarded to the proper law enforcement agency in your area. The hotline number, along with other resources, can be found on our website. That's KGUN9.com.